Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku daily analysis for gold for Friday, August the 6th, 2010. Well, a continuation of the trend to the upside, and this market's been in a fairly strong uptrend for quite a period of time. Quite a few candles with successive higher highs and higher lows, and the market now has penetrated into the cloud. Previously, over the last 2 days, we had the market finding resistance within the cloud, and we can see from the shadows on the top of both of these candles that there was downside price rejection as the market tried to trade up in the cloud. There was also downside price rejection as the market tried to trade through the Kijun-sen, the pink line here, which represents the trend in the medium-term time frame. Now, we know that the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen can act as an area of support and resistance, as can the cloud, and certainly that's what's happened. But for today's trading, the market has actually taken out the Kijun-sen in a fairly bullish way with quite a fairly large green-bodied candle. So that indicator has failed to act as resistance for the market. So the market is now trading within the cloud, and then we have this shadow on the top of the candle, which represents, once again, downside price rejection. So the market is now finding some resistance within the cloud. Now, with this having a fairly large green-bodied candle, that tells us that the buyers have made some solid net bullish progress on the day between the open and the close. And the close is a fair way away from the previous close, which tells us that the buyers are quite keen. With the market closing halfway between the high of the day and the midpoint level, it's telling us that the buyers have closed with control, but only a fairly weak amount of control. And the shadow on the top tells us that the buyers did lose some commitment throughout the trading day. If they'd closed up towards the high, then that represents the total extent of their commitment for the day. So with the market coming off slightly, they've lost some of that commitment. Now that's not bearish, it's just not as bullish as the market was when it was trading up at the highs, and we do have quite a bullish candle, however. Now, as we've said, the market may find potential resistance anywhere within the cloud, and certainly the cloud extends all the way up to around 1230, so there is potential for the market to come off and for us to see downside price rejection anywhere up to that level. Certainly a previous support and resistance level at 1227, we can see here that there was strong support at that level, so it may offer resistance, and there's an area of potential resistance around the 1217, 1220 region here, where we can see the shadows on these candles where the market was interacting around that area. Now the market is trading up above both the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen, which means that the market is bullish in the medium-term and fast-term timeframes, but the market is neutral in the longer-term timeframe because it's trading within the cloud, so we do need to take that into account. Previously, the market was trading below the cloud, which meant that the market hasn't had an overall negative bias, so we do have a change in the sentiment in this market with this one candle. The slope of the Tenkan-sen is pointing up, and that's reflecting some strong upside momentum in this market in the short-term time frame. But the slope of the Kijun-sen is pointing down, and that's representing still a downtrend in the medium-term time frame. So there has been some lag, and this indicator has failed to turn fairly quickly, or quickly enough. Now, with the trend being up, we do need to watch the high of the current candle for a potential continuation of the trend to the upside with a high high and a higher low. And then certainly watch the bottom of the cloud for potential support around the 1200 region and the low of the current candle for any change of trend to the downside. If the market does change trend and trend down, then obviously the Tenkan-sen may offer potential support, and that's down at around 1183.